Hi friends! Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy today. So yeah, my state is like on point. Okay, so I want to share with you guys how to overcome mental blockages. Because personally, I feel like I'm the kind of person who has like a lot of mental blockages. So like whenever I want to do something, like for example, recently I want to start learning how to dance, like yeah, how to dance. Um, but actually, I've been wanting to like practice dancing on my own at home for a while now, but I just my brain would just come up with like a lot of excuses to not do it, or like to just do like to even like stop halfway, um, even after I started like practicing for a little bit, you know. And the kind of excuses that my brain would come up would be like oh my god, I look ugly doing this movement, or like I can't, like my body's too stiff, I can't do this and stuff. um so like, but then I came up with like a way to counter these statements myself, like to myself, which is, so like instead of saying, oh but my movements are ugly, or like my um yeah, like right now I'm thinking about how like at the beginning of this video I like jumped a little bit and I was like, maybe I should redo the video, but I feel like this is more natural because this is a first take, you know, like my brain would just like randomly come up with like stuff like this. Sad. Yeah, but let's get back to the topic where, okay, so like instead of saying, oh but my movements look ugly and stuff, instead now I say to myself, but I want to improve my dance skills, like I want to improve how I move. I want to improve in my dance skills. So like when my brain comes up, like starts to say things like that before, like oh like you look ugly, like and stuff. Instead I'll just be like, yeah but I want to improve, you know, like if I want to improve I have to practice more. So yeah. And the second thing that I find really helpful, in terms of overcoming mental blockages, is to really identify like the problem, like what exactly is stopping you from doing it, or like makes it feel intimidating to you. So for me, like for the dance practice example, for me, the biggest mental blockage or the problem is me feeling like I look ugly in the mirror, and so like I get discouraged when practicing, because like when I look at myself move that way, kind of like it discourages me, and stuff. And so that's the problem, right? And like, but then once you identify the problem, I was like, okay, but if I don't practice I'll never get better. And like the movements, if I don't know how to do it, the more I practice, like a few more times, like just practice more a few more times, and then you'll get it, you'll get the movement, you know, and then you just keep practicing and then you'll get better at it. And so like I identify the problem and the solution, like then it's easier to find the solution that actually works in terms of making my mind works better, like eases into the task. um yeah, so like finding the problem itself is also like the first problem, I would say. Like yeah, like sometimes you, if it's really like you want to do something but like every time you try there's always like something that's stopping you, making you like not doing it, like the end result is you not doing it, then maybe like sitting down and contemplating and like reflecting on what exactly is stopping you, what exactly are you afraid of, what exactly is like you know your mental blockage. And then once you can pinpoint that like in a very very detailed like specific way, then you can find a specific solution to it. And then every time your brain, you know, uses that as an excuse, you can just counter it with the solution you came up with. And then it's gonna help you like get into the flow and get into actually doing the task. Because at the end of the day, if you can engage in the task in an efficient way, like meaning you're actually engaging it in it with a clear goal and objective, like oh I want to improve my dance skills, like for example, like instead of like just dance as a workout, I want to improve my dance skills and how I move, like my movement, and like look good, and I want to look good when like dancing and stuff, like with that objective in mind, then it's gonna help you get there quicker and more efficiently, right? Yeah, so like that is, yeah, so like having a solution for your problem is also like really helpful. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys is that I realized that if you're feeling really good, like if you're actually in the flow of things, like for example, I have like a pretty strict routine that I like put together or like, yeah, designed for myself to follow. But I can't necessarily follow through with it every day, like in the perfect manner. Some, you know, like, cause it's like, yeah, this is something that I'm working on, okay? But like, when I can, when I'm in the flow of doing it, I always feel really good, like elated, like right now, like feeling really happy and stuff. But if I'm not like doing the task, if I like come up with excuses and not engaging with this routine, then I'll feel really out of sync. And like when I want to get back to, you know, this routine, my brain will just come up with like random like 100 excuses to like stop me. I don't know why. Yeah, but I think this is like one of like my spiritual task in this life, which is like to overcome a lot of mental blockages and then accomplish what I want to accomplish and just like be the person I want to be in this life. Yeah, despite all those like mental stuff. Yes, so like despite negativities. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys, like whenever you feel out of sync or like not feeling good, your mood is not that well and stuff, maybe that means like you're out of sync and out of flow in your life, like with your life. So like just adjust immediately to get back to the flow, like adjust what you're doing, and do instead like, so like shift your attention and action towards what you need to be doing in order to get back to the flow and to feel good. And I feel like the more you prolong this process or whatever, the worse you would feel. So like just try to do it immediately and just like find a way to control your mind. Yeah, I guess this is the point of this video, because this is what I've been doing recently and it has been really helpful, like has been really effective. Yeah, so I just want to share with you guys on this, yeah, with this, about this. Whatever, but yeah, so yeah, that's all for this video. That's everything I want to share, and I hope it was helpful. Hope and wish you guys the best of luck with everything, and hope that we can all accomplish our goals and live the best lives. Yeah, and just live happily every day and utilize every second well, and you know, just do what we love and make what we love, make things that we're proud of, have creations that we're proud of at the end of the day, and then be successful. And this success is like in terms of our own definition. And yeah, I really hope that, like, for everybody. And I want everybody to live happily, including myself. And yeah, okay, that's all. See you guys next time. I'll definitely like share with you guys ASAP, because I feel like right now I'm like more in sync with myself and my workflow, I guess, like YouTube video wise. Like I used to have a lot of like insecurities, I guess, like stopping me from sharing my thoughts and speaking confidently on camera and sharing my thoughts confidently. But I've like worked so hard to get here, so like proud of myself for that. And yeah, and I feel like right now, like the time distance or elapse or whatever, like the time between I have an idea to like the time that I like I'm able to film it, like this time distance is like has been shortened to a lot. Like in the past I would like spend weeks contemplating on my ideas and like refining it to make sure it's good enough to be filmed and like shared on my channel. But now I don't even like write a lot of scripts, you know, I just like draw down like important points that I want to talk about, like make sure that I need to like get out there, and then I just film, and then just see what comes to me while filming. And I think that's like has been really helpful and also more natural and also just more genuine, I think, and so like more helpful, yeah, to my audience. And yeah, so like essentially when I have an idea I just film the next day, usually in the evening, because I like the setup, like this like background light and stuff, I like filming. at night. I feel like, yeah, and stuff. So whenever I have like new thoughts, new insights in my life, or like just helpful like insights, you know, helpful stuff for me, I'm gonna like share with you guys, and hopefully can be like of like a what's it called, like company for you guys, like with and also like, I don't know, just feel like make you guys feel less alone or lonely on your journey, and help everybody improve, become better selves. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's all for this video, and I'll say goodbye now. Bye. Bye bye. Oh.